in his claim. Then Zealand Grey. They're followed by Crescent Ray. Connevilla at the third last jump. Time Wild Gold is the leader. A half length to Budding Hackett. Here comes Art Style. That trio have drawn away by 3 lengths to Zealand Grey. Connevilla followed by Crescent Ray. A long gap to Son of Vengeance. And back behind them Star Fiola followed by Luna Fox as they make the home turn. Now it's Art Style going up on the outside to hit the front. Round the turn they come and Art Style has taken the lead from Budding Hackett. Time Wild Gold is third. 2 hurdles left to jump in the National as they straighten up and Art Style the leader. Budding Hackett is battling on well over on the inside. They're clear from Time Wild Gold and Connevilla as they come down to the second last jump. Art Style is the leader. Here he comes to it inside the final 400 metres. Art Style over it safely. Connevilla finishing well along the inside. Budding Hackett look beaten. Down the outside is Time Wild Gold, but it's Art Style the leader. Connevilla along the inside is trying hard to get to him at the last jump. Art Style the leader. He's jumped at Connevilla, jumped through on the inside, and it's Art Style and Connevilla settling down to fight it out. Connevilla on the inside, hit the front. Connevilla in front by a half length, 3/4 of a length, now a length on Art Style, and it's Connevilla's Grand National Hurdle. Connevilla by a length to Art Style. 4 lengths away, third Time Wild Gold, Budding Hackett, followed by Crescent Ray.
Great race. Art Style looking a winner on the home turn. Maybe his jockey went a fraction early. It's easy to be wise after the event. And Connevilla coming from what looked almost a hopeless position as they entered the straight winning.
Yes, perhaps his inexperience. He'd had only 3 starts over the jumps before yesterday for 2 wins and an unlucky second, Bruce. He went from 7s to 12s. The big money was for the top weight, Budding Hackett. I think 11 to 2 to 13 to 4 favourite.
And you caught up with Bill Londrigan after the race?
Yes, and I asked him about the circumstances that almost led to his retirement.
Yeah, well, it was meeting next week, 12 months ago. I rode a horse I regard as one of the best steeplechasers I've ridden. He was only green, he was only 5-year-old.
What was his name?
Andella.
Right.
And he led it to the second last in the National and he made a mistake and, you know, unfortunately he died. But after that I was a bit down in the dumps and I suppose I wouldn't have had more than about 30 rides since. I sort of went into sort of semi-retirement and was only having the odd ride. And, you know, like Johnny got this horse and he asked me to put a bit of work into him and, you know, and things have worked out well for me.
They sure have. Bill Londrigan getting the money there. His brother's been a great jockey too over the jumps, Butch.
Yes, the press described Bill this morning as veteran jockey. He's 37. I don't know.
What does that make you and me?
Yeah, sad, isn't it? Connevilla, incidentally, Bruce, yesterday trebled his previous stake earnings. He got $78,000 for the national win. He'd earned some 28 before that as a career total.
Do you think he's the sort of horse that... he's only small and weight will catch up with him, I think. Sir Agrafo wasn't a big horse. You mentioned him earlier on. Is he the sort of horse that might come back and win it again?
I think he could, but as you mentioned, weight will be his worry for the rest of his career now.
It's the great level. So next Saturday it's the Steeple, which is even a more glamorous event, worth a bit more money over a slightly longer distance.
Yes, and Lord of Oakbank was very impressive in winning the Crisp Steeple yesterday. Gosh, it was a day of comebacks. His jockey, Stephen Banks, within the past 2 years, had a broken neck from a car accident and a leg that surgeons wanted to amputate at one stage from a racing mishap. He came back yesterday. Next Saturday, he might be in the winner's stall after the Grand National Steeplechase. Believable ran on well in the steeple yesterday, and Star Count, the New Zealander, made the first mistake of his career, and he was travelling what looked to my eye like a winner, Bruce.
Gee, you've given us a few tips, Keith.
Yeah, 3. It's a trifecta.
Still, I've given 77 for the Melbourne Cup.
Yes.
You're OK. Ipswich yesterday, the $80,000 Ipswich Cup. A pretty good field. Greenback was trying to win 2 feature races in consecutive weeks. He'd won the Tattersalls Cup. Ray's Hope was amongst the favourites, and Appleton Gold. It's a terrific finish, this one. Appleton Gold and Ray's Hope.
Breaking up now, 350 metres to go. Coconut Ice and Greenback, they're locked together as they head for home. Appleton Gold into third place, then St Hedron's Pride and Domino with Ray's Hope coming through the field. Greenback in front, 200 metres out. Appleton Gold's a big danger on the outside. Appleton Gold raced up. He's gone to the lead. Ray's Hope is chasing him. Appleton Gold in front. Ray's Hope going to him with every stride. They hit it. Close. Near enough to a dead heat. Appleton Gold a nose over Ray's Hope. But it's very tight. Coconut Ice probably third in front of Marsden Rock.
Well, they say Australian race callers are the best in the world. Wayne Wilson pretty good there, going for a nose and getting it right.
Yes, it's obviously a tight track at Bundam, and that was a big performance by the winner and by the runner-up.
Yeah, he's not a bad horse, Ray's Hope. He came over from New Zealand with a big rap on him, and he's done pretty well. The other feature race was the Eyeliner Stakes. In this, Heavenly Night was a favourite at 6 to 4. Let's go to the track and see how he gets along.
Towards the home turn, 550 metres out. Roman Senator moved up on the outside of Heavenly Knight. They're the joint leaders. Strike Oil is a length away third, then Delta Dragon. Pacific Union sweeping right around the field, but 10 deep as they straighten up, and then Sculptured Arch in the straight. Heavenly Knight in front of Roman Senator. Roman Senator moved up to the favourite now. It's Roman Senator and Heavenly Knight. They're locked together. Strike Oil running third. Pilgrim's Gem just behind them. Roman Senator just in front. Roman Senator ahead in front. Heavenly Knight's kicking again. Roman Senator in front. They hit it. Roman Senator beat Heavenly Knight. Pilgrim's Gem third. Meg's Ego a great run fourth.
Yes, running on Meg's Ego, the favourite being tipped out there in a photo finish, so some terrific finishes. That's just about it, Keith, for Brisbane, and not too far. We've got the Grand National in Victoria next week, and then it's not too far to the spring-type horses start running in the short weight for age races.
Right, and it's just about it too, Bruce, for the Jockeys Premierships in 2 states. Damien Oliver, one winner at Flemington yesterday. Michael Clark had a zilch, so he has a break of 10, and that's a winning break. Shane Dye, first past the post in 4 races in Sydney yesterday. He kept 3 of them, and he has a break of 7 over Darren Beedman, and surely that also will be a winning margin.
That would, yeah, sew it up for him. So Dye and Oliver, and I think Peter Hutchinson will probably win in Adelaide. We'll bring everyone up to date at the end of the racing season. Remember I talked about that horse Sportsworld last week, running in the Irish Derby. Well, unfortunately, he didn't win. He ran 4th. It was a terrific race, and here is the result. This was the Championship of Europe for 3-year-olds. Generous, who'd won the English Derby, the Epsom Derby, defeated Suave Dancer, the French Derby winner, and Star of Gdansk. And they say, Keith, that Generous and Suave Dancer are both outstanding. Generous won by 3 lengths. He could be one of the great colts of the last 20 or 30 years. Apparently, he's a brilliant horse.
Yes, apparently so, Bruce. And his dam is, I think her name is Doff the Derby. And she is part-owned, in fact, 50% owned by 2 New Zealand syndicates. So there's a gold mine there.
Be worth a lot of money. Not named after you, that horse, of course.
Doff the Derby.
Yeah, no, I meant Generous.
Generous, no, Bruce, no. Nor you.
No, that Band-Aid, by the way, did come in handy that day.
Yeah.
See you next week. Good punting. I know you're in form.
Oh, in form, yes. Well, I'm starting to shape up.
Good on you.
But sometimes the light at the end of the tunnel is a sudden aurora, isn't it?
It can be, Keith. We'll be back. Keith will be back next week. After this, we're going to Hamilton Island. Good place to travel to.